Hello, and thank you for your interest in this course, Retail Sales Training, The Steps of Selling. My name is Brian Young, and I am the CEO and head consultant for a company called Retail Rescue. We specialise in helping retailers around the world. I'm a leading expert in the industry. I'm often featured in major magazines. I present at major retail events around the globe. Some of you may know me by my nickname, Mr. Retail. This was given to me by my peers and clients. They profess that what I don't know about retail isn't worth knowing. Now, if you want to know a little bit more about me, then feel free to have a look at my bio, and you'll soon see that I'm well worth listening to. Okay, but enough about me. This course is something that will benefit every retailer and anyone who wants to get into retail or even get back into retail. Alright, let's take some time to look through what the modules are involved in this course itself. There are going to be 8 modules, and out of those 8, 7 of those will be the actual steps to selling, and the final one is actually a summary that goes over all the other 7 steps, and it includes my own secret recipe to selling. Now, when I was selling on the sales floor myself, I was working for Myers. I was turning over $1 million a year in a suburban department store, when my nearest competitor in a city store was turning over $750,000. Not only that, I was getting the highest number of customer commendations in the history of Myer. People writing in and saying good things about me. And I'm going to give you my secret recipe, what it was that I did to get those sales and build that rapport. Now, these modules will take about 15 minutes each. You do them at your leisure, because basically just watch the video and then do a test at the end. That makes them self-paced. And at the end of it, you will get a certificate so you can show potential employers or existing employers that you are capable of selling really well and that you have mastered each step involved in this course. Alright, so moving right along, we need to now look at what the course itself involves. We're going to talk about meet and greet first. That includes over the phone, how to comfortably open a dialogue with a customer, and of course acknowledging customers as well. Then we move on to qualifying and establishing the customer's needs, how to do so, presenting relevant options and demonstrating the benefits of the features of each item that you show. Then we're going to use upselling and trial closing to build trust in narrow choices. But you've heard of upselling before, but using it to build trust is something you'll need to learn how. Close the sale using an assumptive close technique and overcoming objections, of course. And then we're going to move straight on to cross-selling and things like add-on sales, impulse buys, value-added services, and the loyalty program are all things that we can cross-sell, and do it in a way that doesn't make the customer feel like you're being pushy. Finally, we're going to talk about follow-up, how to do everything right and follow up with your customers to make them feel loved and not be annoyed by you doing so. Now, for those wanting to get into retail or getting back into it, you're presenting a certificate shows any potential employers that you have done this course, and therefore it'll give you the advantage before you even sit down to an interview. And of course, once you start a new job, it will empower you with the confidence from day one to know that you know how to deal with customers effectively without feeling nervous. You can just step out and start selling. As for retailers, some really obvious uses of this course would be training those that have never undergone a sales training course before, obviously. Training those that have had sales training but just need a refresher course. Something else that you could use it for, though not quite so obvious, is a part of your induction training or your orientation program. You know, put them through a sales training course before they even hit the sales floor, so that you know they understand the basics and that they are ready to rock from day one. Another way you can use it, which is not so obvious, is when you're having issues with staff not doing well enough in their sales turnover, and you're trying to increase their turnover, but performance management is not working. As part of the performance management process, what you can do is provide them this sales training course. The idea there is that they undertake the course, as your way of proving to them that you are supporting them. You don't just want to be on their case and force them to try and sell better. You're going to help them to sell better. So you put them through this course. And it'll also provide proof to anyone in HR that you are trying hard. If you ever have to manage the person out, well, you've done your best before you got that far. Another really not obvious use of this course is to train non-sales staff as well. You see, if anyone at all has any potential in your business to make contact with your customers, be it in person, by phone, or even email, they need to know how to turn issues into opportunities, and then while they're doing it, they need to identify any need to upsell, cross-sell, or suggest alternatives or additional products. Okay, so it would probably even be a good idea for them to carry on from this basic course into the advanced sales training course, just like anyone else in your business that you felt was worth doing that with. You see, I recommend you do basic sales training course with everyone in your business, and then anyone that you see potential in, you can take into the next step to advanced sales training. If you want to go on to advanced sales training, this course is considered the prerequisite for that. And from there we go into the next level. I'll give you a quick overview so that you get an insight as to whether or not you think it'd be worth going the next level. But in the advanced sales training, we cover off on sales psychology, understanding how customers think, and getting yourself in the right state of mind to overcome your own limitations at selling. We look at customer relationship management, rapport building, and how to sell loyalty. Get your customers loyal to your business. We also talk about negotiation. Now, how to close a deal without using discounting, and how to avoid using discounting. And even if you can't use discounting, how to negotiate that deal and still keep profit into the sale. We talk about getting the wow factor into your business, create an experience that people will remember and talk about, and then also how to harvest on that and get people to return to your stores. And one other extra thing we talk about is networking. We teach you how to get your staff involved in networking in order to generate business, build affiliations, and boost community standing. And it even includes how to use social media as part of that. All right, so the advanced sales course is well worth thinking about for those people that you think have got what it takes and can go the extra step. Okay, so have a look at that if you're interested. Thank you for your time. I'm Mr. Retail. I'll see you on the inside.